हेलो एवरीवन एंड वेलकम टू द वेरी लवली शो। और आज जो मेहमान हमारे साथ जुड़ने जा रहे हैं, ही इज़ अ ग्रेट इंस्पिरेशन फॉर यंग जनरेशन। ही इज़ क्वालिफाइड इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर. He is a biker. He is passionate traveler. He is so passionate that he has traveled across entire India. He has covered almost 27 countries and he is popularly known as Mountain Man. So let's welcome Mr. Deepak Gupta. I hope he'll be there soon. Yeah, he's there. Uh, please join. Please send me the request. Deepak ji, please send me the request. Yes. So we are having today a mountain man. Good evening
Hi, good evening.
and welcome to the very lovely show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope I am clearly audible.
Yes, you're very nicely audible
Thank you.
and looking
Thank you.
great.
Thank you. Thank you.
As ever. Actually, Deepak ji, first thing, like when I was going through your profile, there's an amazing twist in your story. You are an
Yes.
electrical engineer. And when
Yes.
I going through your profile in 1985, you drove Italy and then 87, 88 Bhutan and so many rides. So what is the story behind it? How you have turned to a traveler?
So as I speak, I am sure 95% of the people listening would not believe what I would say. When
Yeah.
I was in class 8, I still remember that scene. I was sitting in a class and I was thinking my future and I was clear what I have to do in life.
Oh,
That
wow.
very point of time, I decided I'll work till 50, retire after 50, and enjoy my life, travel across the world. There and then itself, I decided that I would travel the country and the world as and when the opportunity comes. And this kida of traveling came from my grandfather and grandmother when I was in class 7th, probably
Okay.
7th onwards or 6th onwards. In those days, many of the younger generations or the generations today would not know there is a terminology which says Bistar Band. Bistar Band is you would have a huge
Right.
bedding. You would pack it, then you would pack your luggage and board the bus, board the train, and travel across the country. So my grandparents used to travel, and they would take me along on every of their journey to the nooks and corners of the country. And I believe it is their blessings, and the kida from them came to me of traveling.
Wow.
I, I
And
still
I
have
believe,
I still have a very sharp memory of I being very young and reaching Srinagar in the middle of night, and it was snowing heavily and we were freezing to the core. I still have very fresh memories of almost more than 45 years, rather more than
okay,
45 years. Yes.
okay. So you started in 1985. First,
So, traveling, as I told you, that traveling I am doing since sixth class onwards. Probably I would have been 11 years or 12 years by then. But independent traveling I am doing since 1981, 81, when I was
okay,
in class 11th. My first
okay,
motorcycle was in class 11th. That was a
okay,
Rajdoot Bobby, and on which I used to go to school and impress the girls. And I did almost 55,000 kilometers in class 11th and 12th. And since then, I haven't looked back. And I have never
okay,
ever lived even for a single day since 1981 without a two-wheeler in my garage.
okay. So, like as you said that you have started with your grandparents, father, parents. So,
Yes,
when you thought of going alone,
yes.
how was that experience when you started your
So,
journey? with your
So
bike?
majorly outstation journeys. I started in year 1985 onwards when I was employed at a meager salary of 800 rupees per month, even after being an engineer. And
Mhm.
I was blessed to get a job in which traveling was required. So my bosses
Okay.
would say travel by a train or a bus. I would say no, I need a motorcycle. You have to get me a motorcycle. In those days, in 85, Honda launched a motorcycle in collaboration with Hero, Honda 100cc. So in those days, it was not available easily. So I asked my boss, he arranged it from Srinagar, and rest is history. I rode that motorcycle for almost 2.5 lakh kilometers in 3.5 years. So anywhere I would
Okay.
have gone, I would have used that motorcycle. So that was a blessing in disguise that I served. I started my career where traveling was required. So I was
Any
fulfilling my passion as well as my earning money.
any memory of that first drive which you can never forget?
Uh, I think in when I was in class 10th, year 79, my uncle used to come to my father to play rummy cards, and he would ride a Rajdoot 175cc motorcycle, which was fondly called Dudio ki motorcycle, and he would go inside, and I would wait for him to sit and start playing cards, and I would rush. I had a pin made, and I would rush, put the pin, ride the motorcycle, come back, and then as if I have not done anything. One fine day when I was coming back and parking the motorcycle, he was standing at the gate. He said, "What is this? किसने सिखाया आपको?" मैंने कहा खुद सीख लिया. So that is the, I mean, fondest memory when I was caught also red-handed. Whereas after that, my uncle never said no to me.
And I think after that you started a long journey, and
Yes, yes,
still
yes.
it is continuing.
Yes, yes.
And
So my quest was always to travel, meet people. I believe because roads, journeys teach you a lot which books don't teach you.
correct. And when you go on bike, there are certain limitations. Like if
Yes,
when somebody is riding on bike,
yes.
so what kind of some fear or something, like it's there when you start. You have to think about so many things.
So my mantra in those days, yes, there were no riding gears available, safety equipments available. There were nobody to guide us. Even helmets were not there. But now everything is available to this generation. So now for the past few 13, 14 years, my mantra is all the gears all the time. So whether it is heat, cold, rain, I would have my helmet on, my gloves on, my riding gears on, a good riding shoes on. So that would probably give me some sort of confidence that even if I fall, I would I may be escaped from death or maybe grievous injuries. So all the gear all the time. Then you maintain your bike. Uh, you can say biking is a religion. You follow it passionately. You maintain your bike. You talk to your bike. You love your bike. It won't strand you on the road. So I have been riding so many kilometers. I have never been stranded on the road. I talk to my bike and bike talk to me.
राइट. सो कभी लाइक जैसे आप प्लान करते हैं कि वी विल
Hmm.
गो फॉर दिस मच ऑफ डेज, हम
Yes,
इतने दिन के लिए जाएंगे, बट कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि समथिंग लाइक वेदर वाइज और
yes,
समथिंग
yes,
हैपन दैट आपकी जो चीजें आपने प्लान की हैं या जिस हिसाब से की हैं,
yes.
सो कुछ डिफरेंस आ गया उनमें या कुछ
देखिए,
फेर बदल.
the kind of with the years passing by, experience generally comes to you if you are sensible enough. Now I ride roughly 1,000 kilometers a day in India. Rain, summer, winter, it doesn't bother me. Even if it is heavy rain, thunderstorm, heavy fog, I would continue my journey. I am now so seasoned. But yes, one has to be very, very careful. One has to be ready to stop the journey. He should not be adamant and egoist that no, आज मुझको तो ये खत्म करना ही करना है. अगर नहीं करा तो लोग क्या कहेंगे? One should stop the journey if he can't do. वक्त रहेगा तो सड़कें वही हैं, शहर वही हैं, जगह वही हैं. लाइफ रहेगी तो दोबारा घूम सकोगे. So my advice is never be egoistic. If you think you cannot, you should stop your journey, break your journey there and then itself, and there is no harm in turning back.
Correct. That's really amazing and great advice to youngsters.
Yes, yes,
Um, in 2017, along with Gods, you have
yes,
covered Italy, France, Switzerland, Monte
yes,
Carlo
yes,
on BMW 700,
yes, 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 yes,
and you are associated with Gods. So how it
yes.
happened?
So one fine day in 2014, I used to ride smaller bikes till 350cc. I used to be a club member of Royal Enfield, and
Okay.
overnight I bought a Harley Davidson. And next day, I don't know, out of jealousy or out of what, they said, "अब तो आप Gods के साथ ride करोगे." I said, "What is Gods?" He said, "You just find out." So I Googled and sent a message. They said, "Send us your profile." I sent them a 3-page profile, detailed profile, and the admin of Gods, Dr. Arun Thareja, who is now my brother till death, called me up. Rest is history. Now I'm an integral part of the group Gods, and we ride. And since 2016 onwards, 14 onwards, Gods has been riding one every year internationally, except the 2020, 21, 22. Yes, they did Kyrgyzstan. So, but I got the opportunity to ride with them in 2017, 2019, and 2017 was a wonderful journey. We covered 5 countries.
Yes.
2019 we covered New Zealand. 2018 I could not go with them since I was already on a overland journey from Alaska to Antarctica, so I could not go with them. But yes, it is our constant endeavor. We should travel. Life is short. We should see maximum world, whatever we can see in this short life. And September again, me and Dr. Thareja, we are riding in Eastern Europe. Probably I'll be covering more than 12 or 13 countries this time.
You have covered almost 27 countries.
Yes, yes,
How was
yes.
the experience?
I mean, God has not created, I always say, God has not created borders. It is we humans who have created borders. God has not differentiated between borders कि मुझको अमेरिका सुंदर बनाना है, एशिया कम सुंदर बनाना है या वो है. It is humans we have created borders. Every creation of God is really beautiful. Trust me. Anywhere you go, you should have that eye to see the beauty. Beauty is everywhere. People have been constantly asking in every interview, so इन कंट्रीज में से सबसे अच्छा क्या लगा आपको, कौन सा कंट्री अच्छा लगा, या इंडिया इतना ट्रेवल किया, कौन सा स्टेट अच्छा लगा. I tell them repeatedly, I love each and every country because every place has its own beauty. uh, People are almost the same everywhere. It is only the language barrier. Food may be different, but different cultures, different style of eating, different style of cooking the food. I mean, I love each and every country. I love each and every place I visit. I try to find beauty and try to learn from every place I visit and make friends. Make friends. That is my forte.
So must be having lots of friends.
I can proudly say that the biggest fear of a traveler is to travel to an unknown destination. I can
Right.
travel to any part of the world. I would certainly have one or the other connect, which can help me out in traveling in that part of the world. So
Right.
that is the beauty of traveling. But one should be extrovert. One should be ready to speak to the people, connect to the people, locals, talk to them, mix up with them. Don't pretend that you are some superpower or you are some superior to them. Mix up with them. उनके जैसे रहो, उनसे बात करो, try to learn, give them something to learn. So share your knowledge. So I mean, this is all traveling is all about. I have learned in these 50 years, in 45 years of traveling.
Right. In fact, you did the biggest motorcycle ride, around 51,243 kilometers.
Yes,
Can
yes.
you share that experience? How was that? And कितना लंबा था?
I mean, as I talk, I am having goosebumps thinking about that ride because a phone call comes to me from my friend that would you be able to join this ride? Without thinking, I said yes. And after I said yes and kept the phone, I said, what have I done? So that was a ride of 51,000 plus kilometers because we wanted to set a benchmark which people would remember for many, many years to come. No Indian has done it as yet, except we three. We started from Alaska and ended up in Ushuaia, Argentina, Antarctica. We covered 51,000 plus kilometers, 15 countries, 5 months, and on 99 saddle days. So practically we were riding 525 kilometers daily on those 99 days. And we covered practically every kind of terrain. We covered the hottest place on the earth, Death Valley. We covered the Road of Death. We covered the Atacama Desert. We covered the cold regions of Dalton Highway and Dempster Highway. We covered the altitudes of 17,000 feet. We covered the extreme winds at 100 plus kilometers per hour in Argentina. So this journey is practically any rider's dream across the world.
Correct.
Doing Alaska to Antarctica, which is Pan American One Highway, covers roughly 25,000 plus kilometers. But since we wanted to do a benchmark of 50,000 plus kilometers, so we traveled practically every state of US and Canada, and then crossed over to Mexico and reached till Ushuaia, Antarctica.
That was really, must be amazing.
I mean, no words to describe that journey. No words, no words.
And if we go practically, like when one start, what difficulty you face during these rides, and must be
So the
what sort
first and
of strategy?
the first and the foremost difficulty is the crossing of borders. So
Right.
to take your bike, you need a passport for the bike as well. Then you need to
Okay.
have visas. So
Right.
visas are date specific, time specific. If
Okay.
you are not able to exit that country within the specified time, then again you are in mess. So lots of planning. It took us 8 months to plan this ride on papers, take the visas, and make a broader plan. So once we started the ride, we would make a week's plan, then a daily plan, and try to stick to the plan. 99% of the days we would have completed our destinations what we had thought of in the morning, and
Okay.
rarely we were behind our schedule. That is very, very important. So the best part was all the three riders were in sync, health wise, riding stamina wise, mental stamina wise, and yes, riding efficiently. So
So as
planning,
right.
execution, and mental health, very, very important. Very, very important.
Correct. So as you mentioned, जैसे कि आपने अभी mention किया ही है कि paper work is very important for
Yes,
this. So उसी के साथ मैं ये भी पूछना चाहूंगी what safety measures one
yes,
should take
yes.
while
So
starting a ride.
while going on an international ride or domestic?
Both, because if anybody wants to go for that, we'll start with the domestic one.
So domestic, your bike should be in absolutely proper running conditions, service thoroughly. You should know that bike should not have any lacuna. Then secondly, your mental and physical health should be okay. If you think you can ride for 200 kilometers, you should plan for 200 kilometers in a day, not 300 kilometers in a day. Every rider, individual rider would know his or her stamina. Don't try to copy any other rider's stamina. Ride as per your stamina and health. Thirdly, all the gears all the time. That is the most important mantra. You have to be fully loaded with gears, helmet properly strapped, gloves, riding suit, then shoes, proper shoes.
Right.
Then you should, the most important part which generally riders these days forget is you should be aware of the route. You should do certain homework, trace the route where you want to go, then inquire about the weather, the temperatures, the rainfall, so that you are prepared with your riding gears. If it is rainfall, then you are prepared with your rain suit. Uh, because if you are not comfortable while riding, then you are bound to commit mistakes. So these are some of the plannings which are required domestically. Internationally, yes, your paperwork should be strong. You should be carrying all your duplicate papers, duplicate keys, then passports, then visas should be in place. Visas of the bike should be in place. Passport of the bike, which is called the I'm skipping the name. So that should be in place. Most
Right.
important, you should park your bike whenever you are traveling internationally in the most safest place. We used to get accommodation for $20 for three of
Right.
us, but bike we would need to park outside unattended. We would never take that accommodation. We would take the accommodation of $100 a night or $150 a night, but we ensured that our bikes are safe, because if the bikes are lost or your
Right.
goods are lost, then your entire journey is lost.
Correct.
So these are few of the measures which are required.
So
Then
any
you need to plan if you are riding in some remote areas, desert areas, whether the fuel is available there or not, whether the food is available there or not, whether some help would be available there or not. Because initially in the start of the ride itself, we did Dalton Highway and Dempster Highway, which Dalton Highway was almost 600 plus kilometers of absolutely lone stretch, no fuel pumps, no manpower, no civilization. And then Dempster Highway, which was again around 700 kilometers of absolute loneliness. So you need to plan your fuel. How would you manage your fuel? How would you manage your food? How would you manage help if you are stuck up? So lots and lots of planning.
so any medical certification is also required while you are traveling
No, no,
no?
no,
Oh,
no. Any country. So if you are traveling to African countries, your a yellow vaccination certificate is required. Now, if you are traveling internationally, your double vaccination is required. Other than,
correct.
you need to verify the country where you are traveling, what are the recommendations they are wanting before you enter their country. You should study that thoroughly. Like now, it is almost a month. I have been planning for my September journey, and
Right.
still we have come to a stage that we are able to apply for the visas only. The planning is still going, so it takes time to plan for an international journey.
Deepak ji, it's an eye opener because
Yes,
uh, देखने में it seems so easy कि
yes,
bikers हैं, they are following their passion, they are just
yes,
moving, वही बोरिया बिस्तर उठाया और चल दिए, but
yes,
it is
yes. No,
not
it is not.
as it's lot of
No, no.
effort, lot of things
Yes,
has to prepare,
yes,
and बहुत
yes.
सारी चीजें करनी पड़ती हैं, मतलब it's
if you
really an
want if
eye
you want a
opener.
if you want a trouble free journey, आप बाद में
Yes.
परेशान हो जाइए या पहले परेशान होइए और ट्रबल फ्री जर्नी करिए. एंजॉय द जर्नी.
Right. So I'm really thankful to you because it's really a great information who all
Yes,
want to go for the ride. Okay, it's not
yes.
going for a ride. It's
No, no,
basically
no.
one has to prepare a lot.
Yes, yes, yes. One has to prepare a lot. Definitely, definitely.
And Deepati, you have been titled Mountain Man.
Yes, yes, yes.
How it happened?
So, frankly, I have done nothing extraordinary, nothing special to be called Mountain Man. It is just my nickname given by my elder brother, Dr. Arun Thareja, who is the admin of G.O.D.S. Every Sunday, we ride in the mornings, roughly 100 to 200 kilometers, and 3 out of 4 Sundays every month, I would be absent. So, anybody would ask, where is he, Mr. Gupta? He is in Uttarakhand. Where is he? He is in Himachal. Where is he? He is trekking in the mountains. So one fine day, Dr. Thareja wrote, because he writes very, very well, he wrote me as Mountain Man. And since that day, people across the country, the riding community accepted that name and they started calling me Mountain Man. And I'm thankful to Dr. Thareja and I'm thankful to the entire community who accepted this name and gave me so much of respect. But frankly, there is only one mountain man in the country, Dashrath Manji from Bihar, who carved the road single-handedly from a mountain. So I have done nothing special to be called mountain man. It is just my nickname because I am
And
generally either trekking or riding or by car in the mountains.
and I believe एक क्वेश्चन तो व्यूअर्स भी पूछ रहे हैं, मेरा भी बनता है.
Yes.
How you maintain your physical fitness? Like,
So I am 58. I am a very lazy person when I am in Delhi. Yes, I do walk for 5 kilometers. Try to walk 2 to 5 kilometers in the morning. If I have to go for a track or a long journey, international journey, I would try to do another 2 to 5 kilometers in the evening. That is my only exercise. I have always said and believed, if you think you can do, then certainly you can do it. So it is rather than fitness or the body strength, it is the mental fitness, willpower, which will take you to places or which will take you to destination, your destination. So willpower, willpower is required. For the last 19 years, I am 19 years back, I had a back injury. My doctors said you would be on bed now for life and you can't do any hard work, you can't bend. I was on bed for 6 months crying. Then one fine day said, enough of it. I got up and started more biking. So it is more of mental willpower which will take you
yes,
to your destination. It is my advice to everybody, you should be strong by will. Yes, physical fitness is required. You would be surprised. I had a brain stroke on 10th April while I was on a ride, and I had a clot in the front left brain. Some of the cells are dead. I have swelling in the brain, due to which I have severe headache. So, but the show must go on. You have only one life. You have only one life. Either you live your life cribbing about it, or you fight and enjoy your life, whatever you have.
right. That's amazing. That's really amazing. I'm speechless.
So मेरी सबको सलाह है, rather than working on your physical fitness, that is important, but the most important is your willpower and your mental fitness. Try to be
अच्छा
positive. Try to be positive.
लाइक जैसे मैं आपने विल पावर की बात की तो मैं एक बात पूछना चाहूंगी. जैसे कई बार होता है ना, आप बहुत सारी राइड्स कर लेते हैं, बहुत सारी,
Yes,
लेकिन हर राइड में एक, जब भी आप नेक्स्ट राइड के लिए जाने वाले होते हैं तो एक अंदर यू फील बटरफ्लाईज, यू
yes,
फील सेम बटरफ्लाईज
yes,
एज
yes,
व्हाट वाज ऑन द फर्स्ट राइड. तो
yes,
आपको भी
yes,
ऐसा लगता है लाइक?
yes. For me, every ride, whether it is a 1 day ride or a 2 day ride or a 2 month ride, is like I am riding for the first time. I would do my preparations thoroughly. I would mentally prepare myself. And for me, every ride is a new ride.
राइट, करेक्ट.
So you can't take things for granted कि मेरे को इतना तजुर्बा हो गया है तो शायद मौत अब मेरे सामने आएगी ही नहीं. So you have to be very, very careful on every ride. So you can't take it for granted. You have experience and now you can rule the road. So you
Right.
have to be very vigilant. Experience, yes, certainly helps in taking decisions very fast, but yes, you have to be very, very active and vigilant on the roads.
Right.
So it is always believed when you are riding in a car, you are in a cage, sort of certain some protection. But you are when you are riding a motorcycle, you are exposed to all the threats.
Right. Correct. Acha Deepak, ji, you have, a very impressive collection of bikes and car.
No, my elder brother has the most impressive collections in the country. He has 23 super bikes. I have very less. I have only eight or nine, nine I think, and he has 23 super bikes. I have only three super bikes. Rest are all smaller 350cc bikes or 400cc bikes. So yes, I am fond of motorcycles, but now I have stopped buying bikes because most of the time throughout the year I am traveling outside, and my sons are very hesitant to maintain those bikes. I have to be after their skin. आज इसको साफ करवा दो, आज इसको charging पे लगा दो, because I can't keep my bikes dead. They have to be starting at a click of a button.
Right.
So now I have stopped buying bikes. Rather, I travel more.
And I believe it's a very, it's not easy. It's very expensive affair to have a passion,
Yes, yes,
this passion
yes,
to follow.
yes,
So,
yes.
any advice to the youngster who wants to start with?
So every now and I almost reply to more than 1,000 to 2,000 messages a day across the country and some parts of the world. Out of that, a few questions would be, how do I start? मेरे पास बाइक्स बड़ी नहीं है, मेरे पास स्कूटर है, स्कूटी है, मोपेड है. I would say traveling is important. The medium is not important. So if you have a 50cc bike, moped, do travel for 10 kilometers, do travel for 15 kilometers, 50 kilometers. At least start your journey, come out of your comfort zone, start traveling. Gradually you would see the day which I have seen. I also used to fantasize, किसी दिन मेरे पास मोटरसाइकिल होगा. बट यस, मैंने सोचा किसी दिन मेरे पास सुपर बाइक होगा. मैंने सोचा तो आज मेरे पास है. सो फर्स्ट, dare to dream. Dreams do come true. Remember that. Dare to dream and dream big. I always say, my bad luck, I would say, I dreamt only this much when I was in class 8. If I would have dreamt this much, I would have achieved it. So dare to dream, dream big, and try to work for it hard, and one day you would succeed, you would achieve your dream. So
So, which is
छोटे
your
से शुरू करो.
favorite bike? Which is your
Which is
favorite
my
bike?
favorite bike? I love big bikes, and Honda Goldwing, which is a 1800cc bike. It's a Cadillac of bikes. So I would like to have that in my garage. And probably if next year, I wanted this year, but now I am traveling internationally. Probably maybe
Yes.
next year I would have that bike in my
So
garage.
next year it will be in your collection.
Yes. Hope so.
You know,
Hope so.
I'm also very passionate about biking, but not in the racing, as a
Yes.
beginner in the
Yes.
biking. So I always like that, voice do but at that Enfield
Yes.
that
Yes,
feel.
yes, yes,
So
yes, yes.
in fact, right now I'm having Avenger. So
Oh, that's a very good bike for traveling. It has one of the best center of gravity bike wise. And for females, I have always said nothing great than Avenger. Nothing greater than Avenger. So you do riding?
I do,
So
but not on that scale. Not on
no, no,
that
no,
scale.
no. Riding is important. Scale is not
Yeah,
important. Scale is not important.
I do. Acha,
Good.
Deepak ji, I have started one rapid fire round, you know.
Okay.
So it's basically a lovely's world, my world. No problem,
Okay.
no issues, no issues.
Okay.
So
Yes.
ये क्वेश्चंस थोड़े से हटके हैं, थोड़े से आपकी लीग के, थोड़े से different. So one
Okay.
word or one liner.
Okay.
So name a language that you cannot speak but you want to learn.
Italian or
Okay.
French.
Okay. What is the first thing came to your mind when we say the word travel?
Friends.
Okay. What is one thing that you have eaten that you have liked or disliked in every journey?
So in Alaska to Antarctica, I ate horse meat. I am a
Okay.
vegetarian.
Okay.
I am a vegetarian.
Okay. Tell me those three things that you always buy for your collection, no matter which country you go.
I generally don't buy because अगर आपको खरीदना है then you need to maintain. I am not generally not at home, so who would maintain them? So now I've stopped buying. Yes, if I'm there, I would buy something related to my bikes or something symbolic to that country or to that place, a memorabilia.
Okay. And if there is one situation that आपको एक सेलिब्रिटी को अपनी बाइक के पीछे बिठा के लेके जाना है फॉर
Hmm.
वर्ल्ड टूर, तो आप किसको
Yes.
लेके जाएंगे?
No one. I am a
No.
celebrity. I would try to become a celebrity.
Hmm.
But yes, it is my ambition and my will. If Sadhguru, I can ride with Sadhguru.
एंड जब उनका जिक्र आया तो मुझे याद आया कि आपने ट्री प्लांटेशन के लिए भी एक ड्राइव की
Tree
थी, इफ आई
plantation, it is generally my endeavor that if possible, on every ride, if I can plant a tree symbolically, I do plant trees. And for tree plantation, yes, we did a ride in a remote village of Uttarakhand where we planted almost more than 500 trees along with the villagers.
that's amazing. That's really
And
amazing.
it is not only that we plant trees, we keep a track of it also.
Wow.
Try to keep a track of it if we plant trees.
Correct.
So
Okay.
as it is, one human being cannot bring a change. But yes, at least think you may start the change itself.
Right. Correct. Okay, hotel food or dhaba?
Dhaba, always dhaba.
Okay. Chats or text? Talk or text?
Both.
Okay. Cardio or weight?
Uh, none, none. I would prefer walking long distances.
Okay. Telepathy or teleporting?
Telepathy, telepathy.
That's really really amazing. And जो आपसे हमें जानने को मिला, actually it is an eye opener because बहुत सारे लोगों को इस पैशन में जाना है and इसलिए जाना है because somebody else is going, you know.
Yes, yes,
And बहुत सारी चीजें लगती हैं, बहुत सारा ऑर्गेनाइज होना पड़ता है and one
yes.
has to be disciplined.
Yes, these days social media, yes, it is a good thing as well as a bad thing also. One should not be in the fantasy zone. They should know the hard realities of whatever passion they want to enter into. We never had the chance to learn from somebody the fine details of this passion. Now this generation has few people who are into this passion since 4 decades, 5 decades, 3 decades. I am always open to questions. Anybody from any part of the world can approach me, send me WhatsApp, send me Instagram request, send me Facebook request, ask a question does not arise, that question will go unanswered. I would certainly reply in my capacity, whatever knowledge I have. I would reply. If I would not know, I would tell them that I don't know the answer of this. I would try to find the answer and get back to you.
That's great. So, all the viewers who are watching, please follow him. And anything regarding biking, riding rules, or safety measures, you can DM. And
And
definitely,
for that matter, I have seen 58 autumn, spring, and monsoons. So I have a lots of practical life experience. For
yes.
that matter, any question on any life, any part of life, I'm there. I'm there.
One advice you would like to give to your youngsters?
Be sincere to yourself. Be sincere to yourself. You would know what are your limitations. But if you try to portray out of your limitations, you are bound to commit mistakes. You are bound to fall back. So be sincere to yourself. Be yourself. Be positive.
Okay.
Try to find good things in every situation.
Please, Deepak ji, mention once your ID so that they can follow you
So
back.
you can find me on any social media by Mountain Man DG. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. And I am very active on social media. Any questions, please do send it to me. I would try to answer them in the best possible way.
Thank you so much. Time to wrap up. Time थोड़ा सा कम पड़ जाता है.
I
बहुत
know,
कुछ
I know.
सीखने को है.
Any questions from the viewer? Any questions
Yes,
from the
any
viewer?
questions from the viewer? Anyone? I think it's not there. वो सारे questions
So
actually मैंने बीच में cover कर लिए.
yes, okay,
So
okay, sure, sure, sure.
and it's really informative. बहुत मजा आया. It's really
Yes,
a
thank
great
you. Same
concept.
here, same here,
It's good
same
to
here.
have you here. And
Yes.
thank you for coming to our show.
Thank you,
And
lovely ji. Thank you for
thank
bringing
you
me in.
all. Thank you all the viewers. Please follow him, DM him
Yes.
regarding any information, and stay safe, stay healthy, and take good
Yes.
care of yourself.
Yes.
And keep
Thank you.
watching the
Thank you.
video.
Jai Hind.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Take
Thank you.
care.
Thank you, ji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.